Hi there, my name is Mateo Martinez. I work at ESCAPETHEROOMers Austin in Austin, Texas, and this is my submission for the Bullseye Awards. First, I want to talk about why I became a game master, because when I was applying for jobs on Indeed, I saw the title Game Master. I play a lot of Dungeons & Dragons, so you can imagine me, a Dungeon Master. It's less of a nickname and it's more just like synonymous, because Dungeons & Dragons is my #1 hobby. It's kind of like the culmination of all I do. I love telling stories, I love drawing, I love making art in all of its forms. And Dungeons & Dragons is just kind of the pinnacle for all of that, so you can imagine me sitting on Indeed, going to click on jobs. I see Game Master, I'm like... So the cool thing about being a Game Master is mainly that every customer you have come into your rooms is unique in some way, so they're all like memorable in their own unique way. It's a lot of fun to watch people go through rooms in their own manic fashion sometimes. It's just energetic experience every time. It's unique. I think it was in November, or no, it was in... We had Drumsy, who's a very popular YouTuber. He actually came to our set. We came to our place and played Dead Man's Cove and The Crypt. And I watched him on and off for the past 2 years, and I was just like, oh my god, he's right here, he's in front of me. He was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun just hanging out with him and watching him go through the rooms, and that stuck with me. So one of my favorite rooms that we have here is Call of the Ancient, which is kind of like our Lovecraft Cthulhu, evil monster kind of mythos. And one of my favorite phrases is, because the main plot of that room is you go in and save the world. It's no small feat, of course, so people are getting ready to gear in, they're all like getting all set. I tell them, you have until midnight to save the entire planet from utter annihilation. No pressure though. I'm not sure if you can tell by like my rampant like wavy, I'm very animated. One of my must-haves is like, if I'm sitting down at the room, I'm always fidgeting with something to click, something to spin, fidget spinners in general. If I'm not fidgeting with something, I'm usually doodling on the little run sheets we have. So like I said, everybody that comes into the building is very unique, and I treasure them all in their own like unique fashion. It's not very uncommon that we have people come in, and I get to game master them through multiple different experiences. I had a group come in, I think I ran them through The Crypt and Call of the Ancient. When I say they were enthusiasts, I'm serious. They had t-shirts with their team name on it. It was incredible. They were called the Front Street Boys. I game mastered them through 3 different experiences, and it was a lot of fun. They were just so much fun. They absolutely crushed it, by the way. They completed a 70-minute experience in like 30-something minutes. It was insane. One day, I think it was the last time they were coming in, they did Escape the Manor, and they, as you know, they crushed it. They were awesome in there. I went into reset and I was looking at the table and I found a gold trophy, and I'm like, oh, that's weird, they left their trophy here. And so I picked it up and I brought it to my manager and I was like, hey, so I think they left their trophy, so could you give them a call and just like, before they get too far, and make sure they don't leave it behind before they get too far. I start resetting Dead Man's Cove because they had also played that one. And midway through resetting Dead Man's Cove, my manager calls me. At first I'm like, oh god, did I do something wrong? I messed up or something like that. And she said, of the whole thing, and she said, so I have something very important to tell you. That trophy is for you. And I hadn't noticed it at the time, but they wrote my name like on the top, and it said, you're the best. And I was like, oh my god, that's insane. And I looked closer, and at the bottom it said MVGM, Most Valuable Game Master. To give you an idea, I cried. I totally cried. I was resetting Dead Man's Cove, and I was like putting it on back where it goes, and I'm just like, that was very special to me, and between that and getting this nomination, I'm just doing what I love, and I don't know, struck a chord with me. So at Escape Hour, all of our experiences, they have a different character. They all have their own unique personality. As game masters, we control a lot of their cues and what they say. When people need hints, we tell them the primary way to get hints is from the character that's inside the room. And they come like preloaded with a bunch of voice lines and things to help push them in the right direction. Strategically, of course. It's a lot of fun. It's very different. It's very unique. And if people want clues, they come to that character for help. And the fun part about these characters is they come with voice lines that go beyond like hints and stuff like that. It's very fun when you can have a conversation using those characters. It's a little tricky, but it's definitely a lot of fun when people who thought like, oh, it's just a picture on the wall, it starts talking and having a conversation with you. Seeing their expressions, you know? When something they thought was just kind of like a static, you can get clues from me, starts talking to them. What's even more unique is when the customers start flirting with the characters or threatening the characters, and you have voice lines for that. You can say like, that was mean, and people are like, Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to hurt your feelings. Breathing life into the characters is like the core fundamental art of what I like doing here. It's like, I've had a couple of rooms where I get to like hold on conversations and tell like a dynamic, a relationship between the player and the character. And those are like the best experiences, because like, if you start memorizing all those lines, you can build a story on your own beyond the experience. You can build something new. So it's kind of funny because when I first started working here, part of my initiation and training and stuff like that, I had to go through Escape the Manor. And that's one of our experiences that's done entirely in the dark. And so for me, who is like mortified of the dark, they throw me, I'd never been in an escape room before. I get thrown in, I'm like, oh, I can't see anything. And I'm like, can I do a different one, please? And they were just like, Surprise! You'd think I'd be better at escape rooms because I work at one, but I am so viciously, atrociously bad at escape rooms. I need help all the time. There's one in particular. It was we went to Cabin Fever. I think it was at Austin Panic Room, and we had a lot. I had a lot of fun. It was really interesting experiences to like see how other people do it and how they approach the experiences. Eventually, I want to turn this into a career. I want to like make my own escape rooms and get into all the coding and all that cool stuff. So seeing that kind of stuff is very inspiring. It's very interesting because it's like art. It's art. When they first interviewed me at Escape Hour, they asked me what relevant experience I had outside of, well, like work experience and things like that. Like, what do I do for hobbies? What do I do for fun? Like, I love acting. I've been acting since like I was, I don't know, 11. When I was younger, I wanted to like write, star in, and direct my own movie. And my favorite part about game mastering is that it like kind of blends all of those. I feel like a lot of the stuff I like doing in my free time is relevant to doing stuff at my job. Storytelling, I think I mentioned, was like, it's my thing. It's what I love doing. What's unique about game mastering, at least from my perspective, is that most of the time when you go to somewhere to buy a product or service or something, they make you the product, they give you the service, and they sell it to you. That's what's unique about working in an escape room, is that the product you're selling is almost equal parts something the customer makes as well as something you are offering. People will go into rooms even if they've never done an escape room before, and they will just make it their own. They'll make the experience their own. And that's what's special to me, is like, no two people that solve an escape room are ever the same. The rooms stay the same, but the people that go into the rooms make the room what it is. Just letting customers explore and make that experience is so sacred to me, and it's special because it's fulfilling to them. They love doing it as much as we love watching them do it, you know. And there's something very special to me about this job, about seeing people build their own stories. I know it's going to sound a little cliche, but when I say the real treasure of escape rooms is the friends you made along the way, that's genuine. When you have your friends and you have like an experience and a good time and people you know you can have good times with, it becomes something so much more than just like a puzzle, you know? It becomes a joke, it becomes a laugh. And that's very special to me. It's very special to like watch people be happy, because like, I'm a very empathetic person. I absorb the emotions of people around me, because my main job is to help foster that good time, to make sure they don't get off track or don't do something they're supposed to that could potentially make the experience worse or do something it's not supposed to. And that's why this nomination is so special to me, because like, it's not about winning or losing, it's just the fact that people took time out of their days to recognize that I try to make people's days better, and that's really what I'm trying to do. The odds are pretty high that you're never going to see them again, so why shouldn't you try to leave a lasting impact? And that's special to me, because a lot of people that come in here, I probably won't see them ever again, but the fact that I made their day better, even if just as small as a day like that, very special to me. Advice for my players. So I have a couple tidbits of advice. First and foremost, bring your friends. Bring people you know are going to be able to laugh around and joke, and even if they're not good at escape rooms, if they can make the escape room entertaining in some way, then that's what's most important, honestly. Second, communication is so critical to success. You're talking to your friends, presenting ideas, even if they're not good ideas. Third, obviously, this is going to sound cliche, have fun. Like, a lot of people come in and they're super competitive, they're super like, we gotta get through this, and if we don't get through this, then we're like, not good at stuff. Joke around, play with the props, do what you need. Don't don't break the props, obviously. So if you've gotten this far into the video, I really just want to thank you for sticking around and watching the whole thing, because I'm pouring out my heart here. I wanted to express thanks. Like, thank you for this nomination. Thank you to my coworkers for helping me push through and being there for me and making what I love doing even better. My manager just tries to create like a work family is the term she uses. And it feels like that sometimes. Like, the people I work with, my coworkers, and even the customers, they're all so special to me. It's an experience. Like, even beyond the rooms and the experiences, it's an experience. It's beautiful. Thank you as well to my parents, my family, my actual family, blood family, for just being there and supporting me, and being there. My sister, my dad, my mom, Dave, and all the people in the Balboa family. I wouldn't be here without any of the people I've mentioned. I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be filming this video without my best friend Marco, my manager Kelsey. Y'all are so immensely special to me. Even the people just watching this video. Even you. Yes, you. I might not even know your name. I might even know when or where you're watching this video from. But I'm thankful for you for watching this video at all, for getting this far into the video, and sticking around and casting your vote or your like or whatever you want to do. Even if you don't, even if you're just chilling out watching the video, that's totally fine. I'm just grateful you're here. Thank you for watching so much. I can't even really express it with words. I say it a lot. I can't really express how I'm feeling with words. It's difficult for me, but I'm so eternally grateful for the opportunity and this nomination and just everything. So, well, thank you guys.